Barstool Sports. Titus, Brandon Walker, mostly sports.
Welcome to Mostly Sports, presented by Jägermeister. I'm Mark Titus. He is Brandon Walker. He is Connor Griffin. He is Ebo. He is TJ. Yeah, that's an O.J. Simpson doll there on the bench. Yeah, it's Tuesday, September 24th.
Can't help but think there's
Chicago.
another person attached to this show somewhere.
No, that's it.
Okay.
I think I got everybody.
Fair enough.
We are brought to you by Jägermeister.
Damn, that's cold.
We are brought to you by all 56 Botanicals.
Damn, that's cold.
We are brought to you by 0 degrees Fahrenheit in your ice cold shots of Jägermeister wherever you're out. Wherever you're out, if you're hanging with friends or at the bar.
Can I stop you right there real quick?
Please do, Brandon. Please do.
Damn, that's cold. Sorry.
I knew you had something important to
I
say.
had to slide that in.
And you did. Maybe you're doing all the sports stuff or just the mostly sports stuff. Call the shots. Cheers with Frosty 0 degree Fahrenheit shots of Jägermeister. Do it again.
Damn, that's cold.
And remember to check Jägermeister out at Jägermeister.com for responsible Jägermeister liqueur. 35% alcohol by volume, imported by Mass Jägermeister U.S., White Plains, New York. What do you want to talk about, Brandon?
Football.
Hell yeah.
Football. And specifically, Jayden Daniels.
Can I offer up a confession?
Please.
And this is going to be
You open mouth kissed a horse once.
really embarrassing. This is really embarrassing.
Yeah.
Extremely embarrassing.
You had some experiments in college. I get it.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Butt stuff.
We've all done that. Me and Connor have both done that today.
We've all done some butt stuff.
Yeah.
Jayden Daniels won the Heisman Trophy last year.
He did, yeah.
Jayden Daniels put up absurd numbers.
He might go back to back.
Jayden Daniels was drafted second in the NFL draft. There are a lot of markers that would indicate that Jayden Daniels is good as fuck at football.
He certainly hit a lot of checkpoints.
I didn't realize he was this good. That's my confession, is that he for a guy who won the Heisman Trophy and was drafted second overall, he kind of snuck under the radar a little bit.
If we're doing confession time.
I didn't realize Jayden Daniels was that good.
If we're doing confession time, when the first 3 picks of the draft were Caleb Williams, Jayden Daniels, and Drake May, I think I went, I'm not sure Jayden Daniels should be in the top 3.
Yeah.
He was not going to be a first-round pick going into his Heisman Trophy season, and then just bam, takes off. He's the best quarterback in college football, best player in college football, and now that last night was something, man.
Yeah,
that shit.
More touchdown passes than incompletions.
And can I tell you? I think
as a rookie,
I think he
on
did
the road.
I think he did a cheat code. Having your big coming out party being on Monday night.
Yeah, that was smart.
Is so fucking gigantic.
That was smart of him.
Randall Cunningham, I think, did it some 30 years ago. But whenever you can do your big "Hello, I'm here and I'm great" on Monday night, it just means that much more. And I'm not even talking about his entire performance, but in the fourth quarter, the Bengals were putting game pressure on him. The Bengals would cut it to 3, they'd cut it to 6, they'd cut it to whatever, and they kept coming. But in the fourth quarter, he needed to be perfect. He never gave the Bengals the ball with a chance. He never went off the field on third down. He was perfect in the fourth quarter. That's a fucking rookie on the road.
And he was slinging it. He was like
that last pass.
That pass.
That's crazy. They had 10 players on the field. And the announcers are like, they don't know what they're doing. This is awful. And Jayden Daniels just sits back, cocks, and throws a perfect strike.
Drops it right in the bucket.
And Terry McLaurin with a great catch. That is a throw that's a Tom Brady throw. That's ridiculous. And even Jayden Daniels, last year he threw for a lot. He ran for a lot. And he's going to run for plenty. He ran 14 times last night. But when he throws a dot, he throws a fucking dot.
Yeah.
And he's really fucking good. And I don't think this is a situation like last year when Bryce Young has not been good, CJ Stroud has. I think Caleb Williams has also been pretty good and will be really good in the future. I just think Jayden Daniels is so good so quick. I didn't see it coming.
Yeah. Tough couple days for Bears fans.
Maybe, but it
doesn't mean anything. I'm not saying that means anything moving forward. I'm just saying,
Well, no,
it's a rough stretch. You got to just
watching the number 2 guy beat that last night after your number 1 guy hasn't been that. Yeah, I can see.
I'm not saying hit the panic button. I'm just saying you probably wake up this morning. You're like, all right, we got work to do.
Right.
All right.
But you also
we got work to do.
You also see Jayden Daniels dropping back, and he scrambles from time to time, but he's never really bothered or hurried or anything like that.
No.
He isn't under complete duress like Caleb Williams has to be in Chicago at all times. And I thought it was awesome. I thought anytime you see a young quarterback that good that early, it's just fucking exciting.
No punts, no turnovers in this game.
It was contrast to what was going on. Compare or contrast? Which one do you like? You're a contrast
I like
guy,
contrasting, right? Yeah, comparing
Yep.
just for simpletons.
Contrasted to the game that was on the other channel,
Yeah.
it was a delight for the eyes.
Yeah.
This Bengals game. Are the Bengals toast?
I said it in the preseason. I didn't understand the Bengals hype.
You can't call somebody toast in the preseason.
I didn't call him toast, but I said I don't get the Bengals hype. It seemed like everybody was like Burrow's back and he's positioning himself for an MVP season, and I was like, again, I'm not getting into the nitty-gritty of all the advanced analytics of all these teams, but from where I'm sitting, the Bengals hype hinges on literally one playoff game at Arrowhead, and it's the tough place to win. I'm not trying to downplay beating the Chiefs in Kansas City in the playoffs, but like that was a while ago. And that's still like their entire reputation is just like, remember that one game when
Burrow specifically?
Yeah, Burrow. It's like remember when we beat Patrick Mahomes, and it's like how long can that?
He hasn't done.
How long
much
can
since.
that sustain the idea of a franchise and the idea of a football team being good year to year? And I just kind of am at the point where I'm like, I need to see more out of the Bengals, and they're 0-3. Brandon.
Now you made another.
They're 0-3.
You made another point in the group chat.
Yeah.
About Joe Burrow, and how maybe his appearance is affecting.
That wasn't me.
Well, who was that?
That was not me.
That was you?
And I've kind of been on that for a little bit.
TJ, I want you to give that take here, and also put the camera on Ebo and his outfit as you say this.
I think that Joe Burrow, obviously his peak season so far has been 2019 at LSU.
Getting on the couch at Mostly Sports, yeah.
And every single year since then, he's gotten a little bit cooler, maybe a little bit hotter,
right?
A little bit more like famous in the public eye.
Zoom in on Ebo.
As
you're really locking in on Ebo here.
As he's gotten cooler and more handsome, more like doing like crazy outfits, and trying to look cool on camera, and like cool guy faces, new hairstyle,
home run stream.
He's gotten and progressively worse at football.
Yeah. So
every year he's done something more to get more physically appealing.
Yeah.
And at the same rate, he's gotten worse at football.
You would say, despite the fact that he's now wearing nicer outfits, and despite the fact that he's doing his hair a certain way, and despite the fact that everybody loves him now, he's probably gotten worse at his job?
Yes.
Interesting. Ebo, how you doing over there?
Damn, you play for Duke?
That's all I gotta say.
Burrow wasn't bad last night.
No, he wasn't bad, but
I think
he's not. He's not.
I think the real issue is the win in Kansas City. He got all the credit for it in the playoffs.
And when it was the defensive line,
was the defense was fucking awesome. Yeah. The defense is not awesome anymore.
They get no pass rush.
Realize that like Burrow, who's a very good football player, if not a great football player, is not on a level where it's like you can have a dog shit defense, and as long as we have Joe Burrow, he's going to still win us games. But he got crowned like that, where it's like if Joe Burrow's on the field, the Bengals are probably going to win.
He beat Mahomes in an AFC Championship game. He goes to a Super Bowl. That makes you a top 5 quarterback. Since that day, he has not been a top 5. He is not a top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now.
Right.
And
it was like coming on the heels of the LSU Heisman run, and that
and he was getting cuter.
Good.
He is getting cuter.
So I don't know. Maybe we pushed him slightly too high, but he's still. I'm not saying he's.
What do you think
not
about
good,
his
but
pregame outfit?
I don't know.
He looked like Jesse Spano on the episode where she's addicted to caffeine pills.
He does look cool though. I can't lie. He makes it work. He can wear it.
I thought he went yesterday. He didn't look cool. That's not cool.
I don't know. I think he's cool.
He's past cool, and he's
definitely doing heat check outfits for sure.
Yeah,
but
there's nothing cool about that. Right?
Not on him.
On whom? On whomst?
Not on a white boy from Ohio.
On whomst would that be cool?
It could be cool. This could be cool, but he's not the.
If it's a different color shirt.
Ebo, are you looking up this outfit right now?
I would say the shoes are bad.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even see the shoes. There are people saying that he's dressing as if he has a different sexual.
Ebo, you have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever.
You want me to come in with frosted tips?
You have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever.
I'll dye my hair blonde. I won't buzz it and do it blonde. But
by the way, we didn't mention the hair at all. You just went straight to that.
Somebody said you look like Johnny Damon from the Royals.
Yeah. Cool. Was Johnny Damon cool with the Royals?
Oh yeah, and then he goes to the Red Sox. He's now an idiot, and then he goes to the Yankees. Has cut all his hair. He's not cool anymore. But he was definitely cool with the Royals. I think he was on a motorcycle on the cover of Sports Illustrated. You can't be on a motorcycle unless you're a cool.
He was
get a
coolest
motorcycle.
with the Red Sox, right or no?
Okay, so I think he was coolest with the Royals, and then he was more lovable with the Red Sox because they did the idiots thing, right? I were the idiots.
He was like a garbage man on the Red Sox.
Yeah, like I think he was a lovable.
He was like a caveman.
He was a scamp, is what he was.
Yeah.
He was a scamp,
and then he turned heel and joined the Yankees.
And then well, he also hit that grand slam and hit 2 home runs in the Game 7 against the Yankees in 2004. That was awesome.
Nah, that sucked.
That was awesome.
I'm gonna buy a motorcycle now.
And then he got arrested.
Are you talking to me in a cool guy voice?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a motorcycle.
Are you?
I'm gonna buy a motorcycle.
You gonna buy a bike?
Forget about it, Cut.
Connor, as the person to your immediate left on the couch gets cooler and cooler, you've decided to go the opposite way.
Yeah, kind of.
What happened this summer? You were on pace to become the golden god.
You were going to be a beast.
Physical specimen.
You don't even look happy to be here anymore.
I'm very happy to be here.
Is it Mariah?
No.
Does that change everything?
I mean, women, you could say. I got too distracted.
With what?
I got too distracted. Summertime Chicago. Vibes were high.
Volleyball?
Yeah.
Volleyball.
How'd that
social
season
life.
go? Did you end up winning or losing?
We lost first round in the playoffs, but we made it to the playoffs. Everybody makes it to the playoffs. In fairness.
Can I just say, you just need to say we lost in the playoffs.
Yeah, we lost in the first round.
Don't even say first round. Just say we lost in the playoffs.
But it was great fundamental volleyball.
That's almost certainly not true.
No, it's fun.
Fundamental volleyball.
No, I
you don't go to an adult league to do
fundamentals.
Dude, there were some points back and forth where I was like, I can't believe what we're seeing.
See, you get more excited over just long rallies than you do like spiking it in somebody's face.
Yeah, I'd say so, even though I did spike it in a lot of people's faces. Don't get me front middle. Don't get me front middle.
Wait. How many people were in the league?
How many teams?
No. How many? Was it 2-man teams?
No, 6.
But front middle's not where you're supposed to spike from.
Yeah.
So that's not fundamental volleyball.
You're setting up at the front
That's
middle,
where
right?
the setter would be.
I'll set from wherever. Mainly.
No.
Also, meeting people at the top of the net and rejecting it, that front middle, that could be anywhere.
And who were the girls that you did that to?
There were a couple. But yeah, no, I got too distracted. In
TJ, put that snap in your pocket. I kind of like that.
We're getting back.
Snap.
Snap.
And meanwhile, if the Bengals are toast, that goes delicious with some nice Jags toast.
The Jags aren't toast. The Jags are dead and buried.
Oh, they're not even toast. We burn them and we throw them in the trash.
The Jags are in the garbage. The Jags are moldy bread. You went to make toast,
and we're not even.
Yeah, you're like, oh my god,
this isn't going to be toast.
You just throw the whole bag away.
Don't do it.
You cannot look at Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence cannot physically be a bad quarterback. He has too many. He's the perfect prospect, and he's a bad quarterback.
He was the perfect prospect.
He's the perfect prospect.
He
he's
was coming out of high school.
He
was like, this guy's going to be the greatest.
I saw him play as a
ever
sophomore in high school. And the people in this town in Georgia said, this guy's going to be the #1 pick. I said, no, he's not. Everybody says that. I went out and saw him. He looked at 16 years old like he looks now.
Yeah.
And he was the perfect prospect. And did the Jags ruin him or he ruined the Jags?
I think he still is like.
There's still plenty there, right?
You watch him do some stuff and you're like, that's elite.
That's
like,
perfect quarterback.
Well, you also watch him do some stuff and you're like, what a fucking idiot.
And I think what it is, it's doofus. We go back to it. It's
he's a little
doofus.
doofus.
Him's doofus face or Doug Peterson's doofus face?
I think he's
this guy, Doug Peterson. Can we talk about him?
Connor, does he have doofus face? Because he won you a Super Bowl, but he also, y'all fired him quick.
I don't know if he has doofus face.
Doug Peterson, is he going to be one of the worst guys that's ever won a Super Bowl? Is that going to be his legacy?
I mean, there are a lot of comparisons to be made between Carson Wentz and Trevor Lawrence, where their good is really, really good. Obviously, Carson Wentz was playing at an MVP level. I don't think Trevor Lawrence has ever played at an MVP level, but still, you watch them, you're like, holy shit, these are unreal physical specimens, who are great at throwing the football. They're athletic. They can move. But when they're bad, they're really fucking bad. And I think that's a comparison that's happened both now with Doug Peterson in Philly and Doug Peterson in Jacksonville, where quarterbacks have just kind of declined.
I don't know if there's ever been a day in his life where Carson Wentz was the prospect Trevor Lawrence was, though.
No, but when they were on an NFL football field, Carson Wentz was playing like he was one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and then just went.
Yeah, Carson Wentz
down
got clowned all the time, but when he was rolling, he looked.
And you look at like Carson Wentz highlights.
He looked really good. Yeah,
they're unbelievable. But when you look at his interceptions, his fumbles, it's like, oh my, how is this guy?
Yeah.
It's like Will Levis.
Yeah,
and I think we're starting to see that trend kind of go with Trevor Lawrence, where like Doug Peterson has gotten these elite quarterbacks, but for whatever reason, now with Wentz there are a lot of injuries, of course, and the whole confidence thing with Nick Foles coming in, but he has not been able to develop a quarterback consistently over the course of their career, which is problematic.
I think we're overreacting Trevor Lawrence.
Probably.
We like to say people are overreacting. I think Trevor Lawrence, if Travis Etienne doesn't fumble in week 1, they beat the Dolphins. And They played 3 teams who were in the playoffs last year in the NFC. So Browns, great defense.
2 on the road.
And they ran into probably, what do you like to call it, a buzzsaw swinging dick gorilla?
An 800-pound ball of chainsaws.
Yeah, that's what the Bills are. And I think they might have run into the best team in the NFL.
They are.
The Bills are Super Bowl good.
The Jags are in a shitty division, too, which helps.
I think they're still. This is the exact opposite.
They're still alive?
Last year, where they came out kind of hot, they're very much alive. I like them maybe.
No,
win the division still.
Win the division?
They still win the division.
Mark, listen, I was with you when
they
you
played
said,
the Titans
hold
twice,
on.
the Colts twice.
I was with you when you said they were toast and trash and you threw them away. Yes, he's right. And then he started talking and he said they might win the division. I think he's right too. I think you're both right.
They're going to be better than the Texans?
Well, this is the beauty of toast is there's 2 sides of toast. You can put the butter on one side and
That's a really good point.
One side can be really burnt to crisp and the other side can be buttery and toasty and delicious.
But Ebo, on a toaster, it's in between the 2 heating things. You're going to get it evenly toasted, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Are we doing it in the oven? How are we doing the toast?
I grew up with a toaster oven where the top would not be the same quality of toast as the bottom, no?
I'll be goddamn. So the Jags are in a toaster oven, not a toaster.
Yeah.
You're sitting here.
He's making sense of the toast,
the
though.
day after the Jacksonville Jaguars lost by 37 points.
47 to 10.
To drop to 0-3 in a division with the Houston Texans, which is a lot of people's like sleeper Super Bowl.
Not even sleeper, really.
Yeah. Super Bowl pick. They're in the same division as the Houston Texans, which the Texans don't look unbeatable. Obviously, they lost.
Well, have you considered
Sunday, but
toaster oven?
You're sitting here saying they're going to win the division.
I think that based off where everyone's expectations are now is that they're dead, like they're dead to rights. They have a much better chance of winning the division than I think people want to give them.
I think they're going to get better than they were last night. Yes, I think they will not lose every game by 37.
Have you considered toaster oven? Because it doesn't feel like you have.
Can we go back to the toaster?
All right, you
guys keep talking ball, and I want to.
I think you're locked in on the toaster, and you're not considering the oven.
Can I just ask something, Mark? Can you just read the schedule?
All right.
Maybe
all right. Fair point. Fair point. Fair point.
And then Q-Boy might be getting better.
And then see if you see my side. And you know what? If you read the schedule and I don't see my side anymore, I'll come over to the toast.
Okay, so Sunday they play at the Houston Texans.
Oh boy,
right.
Evo,
so this is probably the season.
This is probably the season.
It's a toast bowl.
The Texans are favored by a touchdown.
Okay.
0-4. That's tough to
because I think most people would agree but it is any given Sunday in the NFL.
Well, that was a movie.
At Texans, home versus the Colts.
Okay, so now we're getting right. Let's
at
get
the
right.
Bears.
We can stay right. How about that?
Patriots at home.
Hey
now.
These are all winnable games.
Could be 3 in a row.
Packers at home.
Could be 4 in a row.
At Eagles.
Well.
Vikings at home.
Well.
At Lions.
Well.
Texans at home.
Well.
Well, you have to play the Texans.
At Titans. Winnable game.
I bet Texans at home. If they get up off the mat, that could be winnable as well.
Jets at home. At Raiders, Titans at home, and at Colts. There's your schedule.
He just read the shit out of that schedule.
I think they can get back to like 500.
And I think
that can win you the AFC South some years.
What? But we're talking about this year.
Yeah.
No. Some years.
Because the Texans also have to go play.
So you're saying
Bills, Chiefs.
You're saying.
Well, you're not.
You say they can win the division. You're not talking about this year.
No, this year.
What you're not understanding is
what's the number? What's the number?
You have to flip the toast in a toaster oven. The toast hasn't been flipped yet.
What's the number?
This year's Jacksonville Jaguars.
They got to get to 10 wins.
Could win the division in 1998.
Can you get them to 10 wins?
What you're saying?
Let's see if I can get them to 10 wins.
Can you get them to 10 wins?
That stretch after this week, like those following 4 games, they could go 4-0.
6-1 right now to win the division.
That's really low considering, right? Isn't it?
No, I agree with you that the division's dog shit.
They're not dead.
They definitely could finish second in the division, and I would say they probably like the Colts are not good. The Titans are big time ass. But no, they're as a serious football team, the Jags have to be dead. They're not dead.
I just need you to know, Mark. I've gone over to the trash. I've taken them out, and I'm gonna hold them. I don't know if they're gonna be good. I don't even know where we are in the kitchen. Question.
Do you think there's going to be a point in time where we believe that the Jacksonville Jaguars could make some noise in the playoffs?
The Jags are not. They're surely alive.
No, not. I don't think we're ever going to look at them and be like, oh, Super Bowl contender.
I didn't say Super Bowl contender. I said make some noise.
I think they can get to the playoffs.
Can they make noise?
What are we? You said they're going to win the division.
Yes,
if they win the division, they'll get to the playoffs.
Can they make noise? Just say yes.
They don't have, that doesn't mean win the game. That just means make some noise.
They can make some noise.
Evo, starting 0-4 and then winning the next 4, that's noise.
That's noise, yeah.
Yeah.
If they get back to 500, that's a lot of noise.
But yeah, in this hypothetical, they have to win 4 straight to get back to 500.
Okay, I'm standing by the trash can
to
again.
500.
Right, but I mean,
that's winning 4 straight.
My point is, everyone has completely written them off. I am not writing them off.
Okay.
I'm writing back right now.
Okay.
I'm writing back.
No, you're not writing back.
He said.
You don't write back.
Oh, sorry, everyone. I am not. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not writing
so
back.
Everybody's writing them off. You refuse to write back. Well, they're not writing to you, though. So you're just not writing them off.
Yeah.
You're not even expecting.
I'm not writing.
Okay. Now, if I got the trash,
they're gonna win on Sunday. Now
I got the trash can open, and I've taken the Jags out. Are the Bengals still in the trash? They're 0-3, but
It's a big loss for my Indy 500 team.
The idea of Joe Burrow is still pretty good.
I know. That's what I'm saying, and it's all from one playoff game. And I bet he's good. That's not fair to say that. Like he is good.
He's good, but he's not.
But the team isn't good. That's what I'm saying. The team.
Yeah.
The Bengals as a franchise. They went to the Super Bowl that one time and beat Mahomes on the way there, and they have Joe Burrow at quarterback, and that's like the argument. And they have weapons, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, but the case for the Bengals being really fucking good in a Joe Burrow MVP season, and the Bengals are right there with the Bills and the Chiefs and the AFC. It all hinges on just that. It's Joe Burrow and that one playoff game in Arrowhead.
But they also always suck in September. Like, there is a precedent for this.
Yeah, but 0-3 is far past sucking in September, right? I mean, 0-3, losing at home to the Commanders, you got to win that game if you're in a division like the AFC.
That's tough. That's tough.
The offense still looked good, but yeah, the defense
they lost
trash.
to the fucking they lost like Patriots. They lost to the Patriots at home.
Right.
They're losing.
They played very well against the Chiefs.
Games
There's some losing games you have to win.
Right.
Because the division is not easy, and you're going to get banged up.
You're going to play the Steelers twice, the Ravens twice.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there is precedent where they suck in September. Not this bad, but they have sucked before.
I think they're over-sucking.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to be a laughing stock in the league all year. They'll get back in that regard, but
so,
I think the idea of the Burrow MVP, like the Burrow bounce back season, and the Bengals announcing their re-arrival on the AFC stage, I don't think that's happening.
Update.
I think that's dead.
The Bengals and the Jags are out of the trash can. I'm going to wipe them off, and hopefully nobody noticed that we threw them away. But if they
We've done that before.
If they go bad, they got a week to show me they're capable of being bred.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're going back in the trash.
Bengals play Panthers this week. Is that official back in the trash?
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't tell us anything.
Okay.
Well, the
Jaguars,
the Panthers are out of the trash.
The Jaguars Texans that tells us everything. Like the Jaguars season is Sunday.
Yeah.
If they lose, you have to admit that they're not winning.
Why even buy a toaster oven though? Just buy a toaster.
You can broil in a toaster oven, I believe.
But it does it evenly. A toaster does it evenly. You don't have to worry about flipping the toast unless you want toast on the back and then.
It's good for like patty melts.
Yeah.
I was a toaster.
Patty melts and Monte Carlos and Eldorados.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part when I was listening to the show from the road on Friday. Just the 10, 15-minute segment on which mascot would make the best toast. Thought it was very enjoyable.
Do you want to weigh in on that?
Thoughts?
I hate to say it. Well, I guess maybe I wouldn't hate to say it. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but Cowboy toast sounds the most
sounds
like
good,
sounds the most like Texas toast.
Somebody's definitely done Cowboy toast before. It probably has bacon on it.
Yeah, probably.
Someone pointed out that Saint toast is just like communion wafers. That was an astute observation. Yeah.
So what's Titan toast?
That sounds good.
That sounds.
Oh my God!
What?
I just looked up Cowboy toast.
Oh yeah, I'm out on that.
Titan toast.
I take it back.
What is it? Is it a porn thing?
An inexpensive, easy to make kids meal, but it doesn't.
No, it doesn't look good at all.
It's just like, first result in Instructables.
Brot.
Go to the Instructables and click on it. Click on.
All right, so this is Cowboy.
Oh,
come on!
That's the worst picture ever.
But that probably tastes pretty.
Yeah, it probably does taste.
Why'd
good.
Hey, if we're being honest, you take a fork to that bad boy.
Why would that?
Is that baked beans and chili, or is it just I can't?
Onions and sprotbrot.
What was that?
Sprotbrot. This picture looks like it's from like Napoleon Dynamite.
Wait, scroll through. The guy shows his whole cooking process in here.
All right,
Guy?
panty raid.
I didn't
Okay.
know on this guy actually.
It's his pantry raid.
Look at this.
So what you do is you go find a bunch of panties.
Hell yeah.
This guy's Cowboy toast?
Is that a skull on the end of his?
Wait, is that Tim Hitchings in disguise?
That's my dad in 10 years. That's pretty fun.
All right, go down. So we're going to the pantry. We got onion. Is that honey? Onions and honey don't usually.
This is like we got ingredients that are about to go bad.
Yeah, let's throw all the shit on
let's go
a piece
down,
of toasted bread.
So brown sugar, honey,
And
bottle
baked
barbecue
beans.
sauce, yellow
Here's
mustard.
what your family likes.
Well, they don't like baked beans, so we're off to a bad start. That's almost certainly not how you cook it. Okay.
All at once.
Yeah, right. The musical fruit. I like this guy.
Oh my god, somebody.
Oh my
shit.
God, dude.
Dude. What have we fucking stumbled?
Oh, this is like an ink blot test. Oh.
It looks like a portal. Like,
It does.
it's like Crash Bandicoot.
It looks like we unwrapped a mummy.
Oh.
Combined.
All right, now we're getting there. It looks like food now.
About a chunk of brown sugar. Very specific.
About a chunk.
What's that word? A scout? A scout of honey?
Count of honey? Maybe.
What's a scout?
Maybe
count.
2 count. Oh, it's 5 count.
A scout.
Oh, it's a 5 count. Okay. It does look like scout.
Which is still pretty funny. So you just squeeze the honey and do 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
I don't use measurements.
Hell yeah.
A 2 count of barbecue sauce and enough if both mustards to make it look pretty.
We just accidentally made a word, and I'm using scout at some point.
A scout. This is disgusting.
I mean,
But we got to try.
I don't know. She was pretty good looking, but she's got a scout on
We
her.
need Chef Donnie to make us cowboy toast.
And it starts with cheese toast. Melt the cheese on the toast, and then just put all that. Guys, that's going to taste great.
This is.
Yeah.
That's going to be good as hell.
I don't know.
He uses an oven.
Is it necessary? You think
That's also a lot for just toast.
Do you think that tastes demonstrably better than just
Toast.
No.
just a fucking piece of toast with some butter, or like throw a little cinnamon sugar on it?
At this point, it's not toast. What the thing he's making is the stuff going on top of the toast. The toast is just
right,
there.
Yeah. The toast is just a vessel.
Are we a toast show now?
Look at this guy's page, dude.
Okay, well, now hold on.
I need to know
Stuffed hamburger steak with brown.
This was minus 5,000.
Pepper steak and cheesy rice. My version of sloppy Joe and cheese. Keep going down.
Read this.
I can't.
A leather and metal ring fidget toy.
Go down low. I want to see some more because there might be one. 176.
He's got 1 million views on this website.
God, dude.
I kind of like him.
What have we found?
What the fuck is that thing?
Jalapeno and cheddar cornbread in the dollar store candle oven.
Dude.
He doesn't
Double wide.
doesn't spend a lot on plates either.
Hawaiian rice and spam for.
What's that casserole over there? Loaded baked potato casserole. Jack's bacon.
He's from Jacksonville.
Guys, I can't.
He's a Jaguars fan.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That
That's-
confirms.
That all comes around.
We gotta get this guy
The
to
Jaguars are toast.
What the fuck is that on the left? Chart. What does that say?
Chex hack.
Chex hack? Okay.
Yeah, he needs to work on his presentation.
Chicken and bacon. His presentations are
the
awful.
Beige paper plates.
Oh my.
Whoa.
What is that?
Spooky wall hanging.
Wait, keep going. He has like outside of the kitchen stuff too. Like he has a zombie crusher or something.
Faux bacon.
It's a car.
This is Trash to Treasure. Side rails.
The Jack's artery clogger. Buttery ground meat sandwich or the Jack.
Bacon, blue cheese, macaroni salad, barbecue side dish.
Zombie basher.
High-tech redneck breakfast. Click on that.
Guys, this guy
redneck.
This guy might be family.
What's a high-tech redneck breakfast?
Wait, what's it?
It's a blurry photo.
All right, step 1. What's in it? Sharp cheddar, that hot sauce, eggs.
This guy rules.
A bag of grits. Is that how grits is stored, Brandon? In a Tide bag of grits.
What is that? Just a pre-made biscuit? I can't.
Oh my God, what a creature!
Scrambled eggs with cheese are very easy to make in the microwave. Well, that's not where you need to make scrambled eggs and cheese.
Whole one.
I love this guy.
This guy's the top result when you search Cowboy toast.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, step 4, combine. So we're combining
egg, sausage, and grits, basically, and milk.
All right, but what was the drink he put? Breakfast cocktail, Sprite and Sunny D.
Yeah,
smacks.
That's not really much of a cocktail.
I love that.
That's just 2 drinks. Oh man, we gotta get some Sprite and Sunny D.
We need to get this guy in here to cook.
Every food is so beige too. Oh my God.
He does home goods too.
It's unbelievable. It's
Milky casserole.
Man, easy chili.
There's a lot here.
Burger log.
This is like an untapped like treasure trove.
I'm making some of it. We need to have
that plate. Click on the burger log.
We need to have a potluck where we all make one of these.
That plate is just like
that's awful. What is
like,
that?
Burger log.
Are those potatoes even cooked?
Don't use log.
Those plates are just a telltale sign of like nothing good has ever been plated on those plates.
Why didn't he use a hot dog bun? He just laid the burger bun open, didn't he?
No, burger log.
You have those plates growing up, Brandon?
Oh yeah, I have those plates now.
Yeah, those. Something about those plates is
This one I'd call a chili dog if that name wasn't already taken.
You can just call it the chili dog. You don't have to come up with new names for food. Tonight I'm making my famous cow meat strip.
Yeah.
That's a steak.
Oh my God, this is. What are those wrapped off in?
burger log. Oh man.
Plastic wrap in the. What?
I don't know.
Is that allowed?
This guy might kill us.
Speaking of great,
I need to know everything about this guy. Go.
Speaking of delicious cuisine, you know what we need? We all need to get more of off our ass.
Yeah.
Bold flavors and refreshing citrus kick. Mountain Dew will get you off your ass and have you feeling like you're on an actual mountain. Maybe we need. What does this guy have? Like a tag name? Like a what do we call him? What do we call this guy?
His name is Late Night.
Late Night.
L8 Night.
We need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get Late Night to make some Mountain Dew cocktails. Sprinkling some
As God is my witness, Late Night will be in this studio.
We got to get him in here, dude. I need to see a Code Red Baja Blast type cocktail. A mountain where the weather is always perfect, your friends are ready to hang, and a day of epic proportions awaits. The mountain is calling. You should answer. Grab your friends. Grab an ice cold Mountain Dew wherever refreshing beverages are sold, and do the Dew. Mountain Dew.
You never know what you're gonna find, do you?
I love the show.
you never know how your day is gonna start.
Yeah.
Oh
or
my God.
what? We can't get TJ off that website.
I sorted by popular. His number 1 is spicy pickled dogs, or homemade Bahama Mamas.
Why is that his most popular one?
That looks
awful. That's a science experiment.
That's Jeffrey Dahmer's refrigerator.
Correct. That's somebody's hand.
What the fuck? Holy shit.
This all started because of a talk with a friend about pickled bologna. As many talks go, Brandon.
Yeah. Well,
we got into a heated debate about pickled bologna.
If I had a nickel.
Stuff it.
I mean, look, Mark.
This is horrifying.
If your question is, would you eat one?
I know it's horrifying.
Right.
But honestly, if you served it in front of me, I would eat it.
I'd eat the fuck out of it. Yeah.
Oh, God, it looks so disgusting.
Is that Big Bird's murder scene?
Everything he makes looks so disgusting, and yet I would try it all.
Ready, set, fry. He gets cute with his captions too. Oh God! What is that?
God.
What the fuck is that?
Cheese is as brown as you want.
Oh my God! His plate.
Trust me on this.
Yeah, I heard if you brown your cheese that much,
I will say, like, if I
might never go back.
If I went to a tailgate at LSU and they were serving up shit that looked like that, I would eat it without hesitation. I'd be like, yeah, give me that. That looks awesome. But Boy, we need to work on the presentation.
Just imagine a day where the O.J. Simpson Memorial Bench is not there, and instead it's late night cooking.
He's just over there.
Cooking.
We have our own mini kitchen.
We have our own chef late night, and he's gonna make some stuff that's gonna make us probably want to vomit until it's ready.
Should we get an easy bake oven for the bench?
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be fun.
Just have Blutman make us some brownies.
Dude, kind of related to the Bills. When I was at the wedding,
we're not doing football.
No. When I was at the wedding on Saturday, it was in like northern Pennsylvania, right on the border of Pennsylvania, New York. They had a buffalo cake, like it's a cake that they do a lot in Buffalo, called Loganberry cake. You ever had a Loganberry?
Well, TJ, fire that one up. We're gonna need
the best cake I ever had.
The best cake you ever had.
It was a mixture.
Think about this. The best cake you ever had.
Granted, I don't have a lot of cake, but it's a mixture between a raspberry and a blackberry. And I was told that it is mainly specific to Buffalo. So shout out to Buffalo if that's the case.
No. And North Central Indiana, the Loganberries. You can find them there.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Logansport, right?
Yeah, Logansport, Indiana.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Speaking of
Loganberries.
Can I go into business for myself real quick?
Please.
Your dad brought me 2 Logansport Berries quarter zips.
Right.
And I'm going to wear them. But last year I did this thing where I wore some high school gear. I need some new gear. I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to wear T-shirts. I'd like to wear crew necks or hoodies. I want some high school football. I want to rep all the high school football programs.
What's the number one factor for you to wear something? Is it the fit and feel, or is it like an interesting name for a high school?
It's an interesting name.
Logo.
Yeah. The more interesting name and logo, the better. Fit and feel does matter because I have been sent a couple that I just can't wear. But if you've got, like Lincoln Abe should have sent us something a long time ago.
Yeah.
I want Logansport Berries. I want all interesting high schools to send me stuff, and I will wear it on the show.
My dad's super proud of the Loganberries and Felix the cat mascot and all that.
He brought me 2 of them.
He loves, he can't. He's the guy, the meme of the kid with the blood vessels popping out of his head. If there's a conversation about like high school mascots, my dad's just sitting there, just Logansport. I gotta say it. My high school's the Berries. We're the Berries. Felix the cat was our mascot. It makes no fucking sense. Okay, sorry, I had to say that.
Because the whole time you're talking, I'm thinking of your dad doing that.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah, he's just like, we're gonna
fucking
Loganberries.
Oh, man.
Loganberries are delicious. I've never had them. I've never had a Loganberry.
Really good.
Really good.
They look good.
First
they would
time
be good
I
on
ever heard
toast.
it.
The Logansport berries
Yeah.
would be good on toast, I guess.
Yeah. So
there's a mascot.
we could make that in the Easy Bake Oven. If we get some Loganberries, I don't know where you get them.
Well, I guess we're just going to have to have an Easy Bake Oven.
Yeah.
What was your high school mascot?
So we were the Warriors, but if I had stayed in Pennsylvania, I would have been the Hatters.
Oh, that's a good
It was
one.
the Hatboro Horsham Hatters.
The huh?
The what?
What is that? That is a Jewish guy? What did you say?
Hatboro Horsham Hatters. They were on an episode of The Bracket, actually. They were talking about the best high school mascots, and the Hatters made it on there. Yeah.
Hatboro Horsham is the more interesting part of that. Hatboro Horsham?
Called Hatboro
Horsham?
There it is. Yeah, it's just a dude in a giant.
Oh, that's a good mascot. That's a good ass mascot.
Yeah.
You've been sitting on this the whole time?
Yeah, no, I just never brought it up because again, I didn't go to high school there. I was in the school district.
Hatboro Horsham.
Yeah, Hatboro, because I believe never knew it. I believe the story is that it used to just be
two words.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, how did Horsham get in here?
What's Horsham? What's Hatboro? What's any of this?
Two towns?
Yeah. It's a combination. So there's Hatboro, then there was Horsham, and then the high school. It was a joint. Those two towns.
That's what mine is as well.
So did it used to be Hatboro High and Horsham High, and they came together?
Possibly, I don't know. But Hatboro used to be a hat manufacturing town, is what I believe. Like back in the 70s.
Well, that's a good name for a town then.
Yeah.
Hatboro.
Yeah, they really nailed that one.
Yeah. There was also Hatfield. They make the hot dogs.
I grew up in Unemploymentville.
Bethburg.
Hatboro Horsham Hatters.
West Windsor, Plainsboro, north.
Yeah, exactly.
That
West
sucks
Windsor,
too.
Plainsboro, south.
That's too much.
And instead
Time.
Right, there should be West Windsor High School and Plainsboro.
Right. There's a West Windsboro, Plainsboro North and South when they could have just been West Windsboro and Plainsboro.
West Windsor. There was West Windsor.
Windsboro.
West Windsor Plainsboro High School was there for like 60 years or something.
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke went there.
Okay.
Also the lead singer of LCD Sound
Are
System.
you just reading the Wikipedia now?
And then they opened West Windsor Plainsboro North in like 2000 and decided to not split it and just call it North and South.
Were you North or South?
I was North when we were the Knights.
Was your rival the South?
Yeah, but in 2018, North didn't have enough kids to field a football team, So North and South combine their football teams.
What the fuck are we doing?
Now you're just one school.
We have no idea what we're doing.
Exactly. It's
identity
crisis. It's a disgrace.
Yeah.
As the kid that led the student section in 2015 against South and chanted South had herpes really loud.
Yeah.
It broke my heart to see the teams.
Did South have herpes?
Oh yeah.
I went to a game between Antioch and Lakes the other night, and the student sections were elite. They were chanting back and forth.
Oh really?
Yeah, that a lot of chants these days.
We got spirit. Yes, we do.
Nah, it's more like
we got spirit. How about you?
Yeah, Mark's got it. I was most spirited in high school.
Guys, they're fucking killing us. We gotta retort.
The biggest chants are, there's a flag. You can't do that. There's that, and then there's scoreboard, and then there's there was a lot of we can't hear yous. A lot of we can't hear yous.
Yeah.
I was in high school at the time of like the I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that we will win, and we did that and lost every game. But
Dude.
most spirited.
What's your favorite? I believe is it the Teddy Roosevelt, and Will Ferrell one?
Mine's probably Alabama. I believe they're angels among us. That's probably my favorite one.
Is that the quickest?
Down to us.
I believe
From somewhere up above.
I believe.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. It's very stupid.
I think that was U.S. men's
soccer
national team. Yeah.
The worst is when they would do it all the way through and they'd go all the way to will, where it'd be like,
too many syllables.
I believe that we will. It's like, stop.
Go ahead and finish it there.
Yeah.
One of my moves in the student section would, when we went to soccer games, I got like a huge poster board yellow and a huge poster board red, and I would hold up like yellow and red cards so the ref could see.
Are you a professional student section
I
guy?
love that.
I was most spirited in high school.
I didn't realize
I led the chants.
I didn't realize that you went Knights in high school and then ultimately wound up at Knights.
It is like a stolen logo.
Yeah.
Like we had a. This is this is an alternate Rutgers logo.
I love that.
Fan
this
prospects.
Is the new alternate logos. Rutgers.
They're saying that there's this kid TJ Hitchings out of New Jersey.
I got recruited. Yeah,
he's the next Fireman Ed. We've never seen anything like him. Not since Fireman Ed has there been a prospect.
I was actually on scholarship in the student section.
They're sitting around somewhere right now. Well, I don't know what happened to him, but this TJ Hitchings about 10 years ago, he fell off, man. I thought he was going to be one of the greats.
Yeah,
he toast? TJ toast?
Now he's just getting dragged around to Taylor Swift concerts.
Yeah. I fell off.
DraftKings can't make bets, make picks this NFL season with DraftKings Pick 6. Which wideout scored more than 2 TDs? Which QBs threw for less than 350 yards? Which D lineman had more than 2 sacks? Now, if you think you can pick who will do what before kickoff, you got to play Pick 6 from DraftKings, an official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. It's super simple to get started. First, download the DraftKings Pick 6 app, then select between 2 and 6 players and choose if they'll have more or less of a stat, like yards, touchdowns, sacks, and more. Track your picks for a shot at huge cash prizes. That's all there is to it. And for all first-time Pick 6 players, check this out. New customers play $5 on your first pick set, get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Jump in now to the new, most fun way to play fantasy sports, Pick 6 from DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code FAMILY. That's code FAMILY for new customers to play $5 on your first pick set. Get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Only on DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours.
We kind of glossed over how good Josh Allen was.
He's
by the way, we were talking about a lot about the Jaguars. He's an MVP favorite.
It's early.
It feels a little inevitable, but it is early.
It's early, but it does feel like could be his year.
Yeah.
Feels like this could be the year of Josh Allen and the Bills. Now, 3 games, it's impossible to say. But if it were like a race that you were rewarding on points, like the Bills are ahead, right?
If he wins MVP,
yeah,
the Bills win a ton of games, and then he throws for 450 yards and 4 touchdowns against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship, and they lose.
It will not stop the narrative, even though it should. I mean, like, he's got the narrative now that he couldn't beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. Like, he beat them. That motherfucker beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
And yet he lost.
He did everything.
Yeah.
He physically beat the Chiefs, and his defense let him down.
Yeah.
And now, because he didn't beat the Chiefs, technically he's a bum, and he's just not. And I do want him. I want him to get one. I like him.
I do want him to get
Josh
one.
Allen.
Yeah, I like Josh Allen as well. I would like for him to get one, but want's got nothing to do with it. Deserves got nothing to do with it, Brandon. This is sports. This is fucking football.
Yeah, football.
Put your hand in the dirt, put a hat on a hat, and go fucking get that thing.
Football. Connor, say it.
Football.
Evo, say it.
Football.
Too many L's there. Football.
Football.
It ends with a W.
Softer.
Football.
Football. Not. It's not a bar.
There's really no T in there either. It's like
football.
Football.
Not
Fuba.
Do you not know how to say things?
Fuba.
TJ, tell him.
Fuba.
Football.
Football.
Fupa. You're saying Fupa, right?
You're saying Fupa.
Yeah, Fupa.
Charlie Weiss is the GOAT Fupa, right? Has there really been anyone?
Chris Christie's way up there. Not
we have a lot of fat. We have a lot of fat. Like Brett Bielema was a fat guy. He doesn't really seem to have the Fupa though. How does that?
Mount Rushmore Fupa would just be a big ass bloated mountain.
Chris Christie's got a great.
Weiss and Christie are first ballots.
Yeah,
it's when you make.
I was thinking specifically of football coaches, but Chris Christie is absolutely.
This is tough that he's in a Rutgers polo.
Oh my God!
It's when you make the decision to do the belt over the belly. Like it's not even that's his belly.
Just stuffed into the.
Yeah, I never. That's like a dangerous amount of
Fupa
round.
You went straight to that.
Let me get Charlie Weiss. Let me see that Fupa. Let me get the Charlie Weiss Fupa. TJ, we can talk about it now. You're skinny. You're sexy boy, TJ.
Right.
When you were at your fattest, did you have a Fupa?
I never did the belt over the belly. No.
There it is.
So that's what.
If it's popping out and you're standing,
I think
that's how a Fupa gets born. Is you put the belt over the belly button?
Yeah, I
think that's what this. That's what this is.
Okay. All right, I'm learning.
I looked up Mark Mangino because I was curious. I didn't remember him really being a
just
Fupa
completely
guy.
round.
Yeah, he's just
he's too round for a
Mark
Fupa.
Mangino, and let me get Brett Bielema while we're at it.
Also, one more. Just go ahead and Google Fupa and see who comes up.
This is a tough.
The Mangino is just completely round.
The roundest guy.
Who was
That's a round motherfucker right there.
Holy shit, dude!
Like he's got that shit on. Like he is dressed down. Like he's got a fit on.
Is Mark Mangino still with us?
I think he is. Yeah.
Okay.
Powerful.
Is that him talking? Who's he talking to right there?
And then give me the dude on the Browns that was
the offensive
Bob
line
Wiley.
coach
from Hard Knocks.
That's what I was about. I was trying to think of his name.
His whole body moves up.
Yeah, give me that guy. This is fun.
I guess
like
Fupas do fine football, don't they?
Fupas find their way to football, yeah. Oh my God. His
face has a Fupa.
Like down to his nipples, he looks kind of normal.
This looks very criminal.
Is that also Tim Hitchens?
Yeah, it's got some Tim in him.
Why? Wait, is that Donald Glover?
No.
What?
Miles Garrett.
Looks like Donald Glover. Because it is Miles Garrett. I mean, goddamn.
What?
Shut up.
There it is.
I
mean, he looks like
that's good old fashioned fun right there.
That does mean that he has like abs, right? Like that's what that is.
I think so.
Pushing it up.
That he's like
flexing
sort
his
of muscle. He's flexed. Yeah, and the fat is just
good core
jiggling on top of the muscle. We're losing these guys, aren't we? Or not really? I don't know.
I think they're all with us.
They're still not dying. I mean, all the young football coaches are hot, sexy boys with their $200 haircuts and their.
Yeah, I think we are losing the old. What do you call them? Just the old.
Who's the last coach under 40 that was hired? That's just like disgusting to look at.
Holgerson was disgusting his whole career, right? Dana Holgerson.
Who's the young wonderkind? Who's
Drinkwitz maybe for Missouri, or Shane Beamer's kind of got it.
Looker. Shane Beamer?
Dan Campbell is the closest to that, but he's not even close to like the fat guy because it's like he played NFL tight end.
Yeah, he's jacked. He
should have turned into that guy.
He looks like Goldberg almost.
Yeah,
it's more of a pro football. All new football coaches in the last 5 years, all new pro football coaches are good looking.
Yeah, so I'm saying like, who are our prospects? Who are we looking at that we're like, no, we got the next generation good because in 20 years, I think these couple guys are candidates to be.
Well, the problem is that they would be old offensive linemen, right? But as soon as offensive linemen these days stop playing, they get hot.
They lose weight, yeah.
Right.
Hot.
Yeah.
Dable, he's 49.
But he lost his weight.
Yeah. He did lose his weight, too. Yeah.
Also, he's not going to be a coach very much longer.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. I think we're losing.
You asked the question.
That's why I think that's why me more than anyone else thinks it's a good question.
A damn fine question, Mark.
That's why I think.
Credit goes out to the question asker right there.
Why I love that question so much.
Can I do a couple college football things?
Please.
Hugh Freeze in Oklahoma. I'd like to talk about these two things. Hugh Freeze is the biggest piece of shit in college sports. He should not have a job. He shouldn't probably be employed anywhere. He is a scumbag piece of shit who was able to go to Liberty and save his image and whatever. Now he's at Auburn. And he's at Auburn, and he is just – he's devolving now. He's like in this – emotional pit of blaming everybody else. His press conferences lately have been awful. He's blaming his quarterbacks. He's saying, Coach, what do you got to do to turn this around? Well, I got to get a quarterback who doesn't throw it to the other team. Okay, you're the fucking coach. Maybe scheme up something that doesn't happen. And then yesterday he's asked about the Arkansas game, and he said, you know what, I love Sam Pittman. I hope he wins all his games, but if we play that game 9 more times, we win it 9 times. You're the fucking coach. Maybe you should have won it this time.
Yeah, that's just kind of an indictment on your coaching ability.
And
you fucked it up.
He's blaming everybody, and Auburn's now going on about 4 years of being bad, and Auburn is never bad for 4 years. They're an up and down program, but every time they go down, they come right back up. Now, I think he's lost. I think he's in over his head. The fact that he came into this season after having Peyton Thorne last year, and Miami goes out and gets Cam Ward, Ohio State goes out and gets Will Howard. Teams go out and get transfer quarterbacks. He's stuck with Peyton Thorne, and he doesn't have a quarterback. It's his fault.
When he was hired, I remember it being shocking, kind of.
Well, I mean, he was on the scrap heap of history. Like he ruined the Ole Miss program. He built them up first by cheating on an ungodly level, and then he ruined them. And then he goes out in disgrace. He's this godly man that does all this stuff and absolutely monetizes his faith or whatever he calls it. And then he goes to Liberty, and Auburn's the only one morally bankrupt enough to hire his ass.
Yeah.
And now he's embarrassing him.
They do, yeah.
Auburn doesn't give a fuck. They just want to win. They don't care he could kill a guy. They'd probably be fine.
Bruce Burrow.
He never killed anybody, did he?
Never killed anybody, but
yeah.
I mean, that's the same thing. Bruce Burrow was,
yeah.
Unhireable.
He was unhireable until Auburn came out. And it has worked out with him.
Fuck it. Well, I mean, I think Bruce Burrow, like, the rules caught up to him. Where it was just like the shit he did.
You could be Bruce Pearl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bruce Pearl was ahead of his time. He was like, I'm gonna run my program this way and no one else is gonna do it that way. And
yeah.
And everyone's like, but Bruce, you're cheating. And he's like, don't worry, kids. One day all this will be allowed.
This won't be cheating soon.
And then now it's allowed. And Auburn's like, what did you do that's so bad?
And then Oklahoma is in an all-time throwing a kid under the bus mode right now, too, because their offensive coordinator stinks, their offensive line stinks, their team stinks. Oklahoma's not very good, and they are pinning it all on Jackson Arnold. He's a 5-star that played in the bowl game last year, has started 3 games this year, maybe 4. I don't know if they had a bye week. But he started 4 games in his career, and they have already replaced him with the new hot freshman, and that freshman is just going to get replaced soon because their offensive line stinks. They don't have receivers, and I think this is a shocking lack of leadership in Norman, Oklahoma.
I think Oklahoma is a big-time candidate for the It's a topic I brought up a bunch when we were talking about conference realignment before the season started, that there's going to be a shift of expectation. And I think Oklahoma is the number one example of that. That Oklahoma in the Big 12 is used to being top dog, and the rare instances where they're not top dog, Texas is number 1, but they're number 2.
Yeah.
They're almost never outside of the top 2 of their conference.
Yeah.
And I think they're in for a rude awakening as a program. I don't think this is a one-time thing for them. I don't feel like this season I don't think it's like, let's make a few tweaks going into next year or the year after, and then we'll get it back. I think that's just like, welcome to the SEC. You're not going to be top dog ever, really.
Well, from a recruiting standpoint in the Big 12, they were always 1 or 2 every single year. They're going to have a wide gap between them and Texas and everybody else. That means if you lose to Texas, you still get to play Kansas next week, who you've got a bunch of 5 stars and they got 3 stars. You still get to play Kansas State. You still get to play all these teams. Now they're going to Auburn this week, who, by the way, is bad, but Auburn has the same recruits Oklahoma has. You're not going to be able to recruit to the level of LSU, of Georgia, of Alabama, and then there's Tennessee right now, of Texas. So now you're at least 6th or 7th in the pecking order just in recruiting, and you have a coach who's not very good, I don't think. So if you take the fact that you can't out-recruit them and you can't out-coach them anymore, Oklahoma might not make a bowl this season. They really might not. Like everybody thinks Auburn is bad. Oklahoma might lose this game. And if they do,
they're
in fucking trouble,
that's panic time
because they got Ole Miss coming up on the schedule.
Right.
They got Missouri coming up on the schedule.
Yeah.
They got Alabama coming up on the schedule. And all of a sudden, that's 5 losses. And Oklahoma's not used to losing 5 times. And that's not even mentioning, I think they play LSU at the end of the season.
But I'm saying I don't even think this is going to be a blip. I don't think it's like
not a blip.
They're going to lose 5 or 6 this year and be like, oh fuck, we got to shake some things up and we'll get it back next year. I think next year it's going to be the same thing.
The teams ahead of them now are recruiting better than they are. So they have no inherent advantages over half the league. They had an inherent advantage over 90% of the league last place they were at.
Right.
And I think it's just great. I really hope they fail. I was hoping Texas and Oklahoma would fail, but Texas is loaded and ready to go. And they have the right coach who knows how to build a program. Venables, to me, is a bad football coach.
Also, they have the brand in Texas where like they could. There's always a path for Texas to just get the best kids in Texas.
Yeah,
be good. And if you do that, it's like Texas football and Indiana basketball are both the same in that regard. Where
they're never far.
If you could have 50 bad years of
I'd say
play.
Miami football's
the same way. That's the reason people are obsessed with like getting them back is because they're always just like 1 or 2 recruiting classes away from just.
They're one good hire from being on top.
And all it takes is just like get the guys in your backyard and you'll probably be good.
Will Indiana
Whereas
ever
Oklahoma
be on top again?
Indiana's killing it recruiting right
now. Are
they? I'm not saying it's going to pan out for them, but they're getting some
dudes.
But they're a point in my they are proving.
Who is it? It's Woodson.
Woodson, yeah. Oh. They got a bunch of dudes in the portal, and then they just got a commitment yesterday. They're about to get another 5-star, I think, coming up soon. So, Oklahoma. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like they traditionally, like their best recruits come from Texas.
Texas, yeah, pretty much.
So if Texas is up,
I think they do.
If you're a kid in Texas,
they do very well in Dallas.
If you're a kid growing up in Texas, why would you want to go to Oklahoma at this point when Texas is rolling like this?
Yeah, that's a good question, Mark. It's a damn fine question.
I don't know. I don't hate Oklahoma like you do. I'm worried.
I don't hate them.
Okay, well, I don't hate.
I think they're an unreasonable fan base who thinks that they're by divine intervention they were born to be on top of college football.
Yeah,
and a lot of fan bases think that, and that's just not true. Especially not true when you go into a league with hungrier dogs at the table.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be tough for them in this new world. And Texas, I would say it would be tough for Texas too. But again, they've just got the right hire at the right time. The timing for Texas worked out.
Texas also has an incredible offensive line.
Yeah. Oh, two NFL guys at tackle.
Yes.
Yeah. And they got their next. Even when yours goes, they got the next guy just waiting.
Yeah. So they're built up front, and they could play SEC ball, and then they have the quarterback talent that's unreal. But yeah. Red River coming up, so that Oklahoma has this Auburn game, then a bye, and then it's Red River right after that. That could be ugly.
October 12th is the Red River.
Yes.
Is hog mollies a description you only use for offensive linemen in any instance in the world? Call anybody else, any other group of people, hog mollies?
I think you can catch some hog mollies when you go bass fishing.
Okay.
And you could shorten that to hogs, but you could say hog mollies. I call it. What'd you catch? Well, I got on some hog mollies.
Okay, this is good to know. This is important. Yeah.
Hog mollies. What are we looking at? A northern hogsucker fish. Hogsucker. What was the fish name? Connor Griffin?
Snap.
Bang, bang. We have fun here.
You like hogsucker fish?
Well, I never really had it.
You suck this hog.
Kulibo. Look at this guy, dude.
The way you said it,
Kalibo.
It was Kalibo.
That's a hog molly?
Yeah, where can I
That's the hogsucker, I think.
Give me this fish.
You want a hogsucker?
Yeah, where do these swim? How can I find this? Where's this fish?
That's a troubling order from a pet shop. Yeah, you got some of them hogsuckers.
I love that shirt, that the Happy Fisherman. You know the one. The guy's got his pants off and he's standing in the river and he's fishing and his hook's over there, and the hogsucker is the hogsucker, Brandon. The hogsucker is sucking his penis.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So where can I catch these?
Fellas?
Where do these fish swim?
Where are these fish at right now?
You're fisherman. Where can I find this fish? I gotta go fishing. I'm out tomorrow. I'm going fishing tomorrow, actually.
That's crazy.
Does he get made fun of under the water?
How many beers?
No, he's probably the most popular girl in school, dude.
That's a good meme, I think. Yeah. It's a good meme. Connor talking about Saquon Barkley.
I love Saquon.
Connor, there we go.
Love Saquon.
Connor Griffin talking about Saquon Barkley.
That's a good meme, I think.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. Now we're having fun.
Yeah, we are. We really are.
What's going on with the Pac-12?
I know
you don't care because
I know I care, but
no, it's I don't think you should. It's not a football thing, really. It does feel like a basketball thing a little bit because the foot whatever happens with the Pac-12 probably is not going to matter in football. They're not going to get a seat at the adult table for football.
Utah State.
They could get a seat at the adult table for basketball.
What even is the adult table of basketball though? Like basketball has a really big table.
It's a big table. It's television contracts.
Yeah.
It's what the Big 12 did was they emphasized basketball and trying to stay afloat because they realized that they can't compete with the ACC or the Big 10 and the SEC for football. But if they want to have an NCAA basketball tournament, they're going to need to invite us. You can't leave out Houston, Baylor,
need 10 of us,
and Arizona. You can't leave all these schools out. So I think that's become kind of a model for like if you can't be the Big 10 and SEC. Try to create a viable basketball conference at the very least.
This is the first year of that, huh? We're gonna have Kansas and Arizona. And
that's really fucking good basketball.
Sick, yeah.
So I feel like that's what the Pac-12 might be thinking. They're like, there's no world in which
let's salvage this with basketball.
Yeah, and if you have like a decent basketball conference,
because the most money's in football, but you can make money in basketball.
You can, yeah. And as long as the NCAA tournament exists, there's still a way to make money, even if you have a dog shit.
Sounds like you're saying path.
A path, yeah. There's a path to making money. But there were conflicting reports yesterday. And how did it was there a resolution one way or another?
I think it was everyone versus Brett McMurphy, and Brett McMurphy then loses, correct? Is that how a source-off works?
So who's where?
Currently Utah State has left.
They're in the Pac-12.
Yes. All the other ones have affirmed their commitment
and then there was
to their partner.
And then Memphis and somebody else confirmed their commitment to the AAC. Yeah. What's that about? Why would you confirm your commitment to the AAC?
Yeah. That seems weird. I don't think.
What's the benefit of that?
I don't know.
We're
not leaving.
Nerd Ebo would have known.
We're not leaving.
Cool guy Ebo doesn't know.
But there's no benefit, I feel like, to attaching yourself to a TV contract that gets you the 10 p.m. time slot on a Saturday. I feel like that's what a lot of these teams are finding. It's like, do we want to make our student athletes fly 2,500 miles every day for a 10 o'clock?
For 10 o'clock time. Well, if the alternative is no TV contract, then that's attractive. Then I think that's the calculus they're doing is where is the money? If there's no if the option is like, yeah, obviously like join a conference that we don't have to fly that far. Yeah, but
is the Pac-12 name brand like big enough to like re-up a massive TV deal with like Washington State and Oregon State as the?
I think it's poo-poo.
As the figureheads?
I think the Pac-12 branding is poo-poo.
Can you say more condescendingly?
I think the Pac-12 it's kind of doo-doo.
So
being honest.
Is a day like yesterday an argument for Scoops guys or against Scoops guys? That we need like Scoops guys who get it right?
I'm going to go further.
Is it an argument that I would make? What am I, a week away from putting down my sword and saying I'm done fighting the fight against Scoops guys? And then we get a situation like this where I'm like, this is why Scoops guys fucking suck. Just wait for Gonzaga to announce they're going to the Pac-12.
To me,
if they're actually going or if they're not going.
Yesterday's just evidence that I am completely and totally over a conference realignment talk. Everybody get where you're going because it just doesn't move the needle with me anymore. Yeah. I saw this yesterday and it didn't make me think for 1 second. I didn't go, I didn't go that.
You didn't,
I didn't go, And I go, a lot.
Well, the report McMurphy had was Gonzaga was going to the Pac-12 and they were getting a full share without a football program. And you know what I said when I saw that?
Oh, I knew you were going to fucking do that. You just out me?
Well, it's not a contest, but if it was.
It sounds like you're trying to.
It's 1 to 0. Because that was interesting. No football program, they get a full share.
Well, you can't. Wally. Y'all want to watch Ichiro throw a laser beam?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Can I see Ichiro throw a laser beam?
Just a specific one?
Yeah, from the Barstool Baseball posted it last night. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Is it a laser beam? An actual laser beam?
One?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is this?
Boom.
What's happening? Because
I don't know.
Matsui hit a home run in a game?
Yeah. Yeah. Are the 50-year-olds just playing in Japan again? There's a lot of people there.
Pretty good.
Remember the Ichiro commercial where he was throwing strikes from the outfield?
Yeah, can I see more Ichiro throwing a baseball just when he was in his prime?
Yeah,
especially?
Just Ichiro in general. Whatever you want to show us with Ichiro is fine with me.
Yeah, really, I could watch Ichiro put a party hat on a Fox or
he's
something.
Definitely a scrap.
If that video exists, I would watch that.
Ichiro going to the Yankees was one of my favorite signings ever. I was so excited for Ichiro.
That ball never gets over 8 feet off the ground.
So fucking cool.
He's the best.
He's so cool.
Ichiro might be the coolest athlete of our time, right?
Just being Ichiro.
Just being Ichiro, you didn't have to do anything.
He was in Backyard Baseball, and his intro was,
Holy
my
shit.
name's Ichiro, and my favorite player is Ichiro. Gunner.
Oh, my Lord.
I love watching great throws.
The stories, too, about, he could have hit, 500 home runs in the MLB if he wanted to, but he batted first, so he chose to hit for contact.
Yeah.
Instead
I believe that.
Watch his batting practice.
I believe that.
I never really liked those because if you could hit 500 home runs, you definitely choose 500
His
home
batting practice footage,
dude.
every single batting practice, he ended his runs by hitting a home run to left center, right center, right field.
Show him.
In order.
Yeah, but I saw Mark Titus do that earlier this summer.
Could he hit it 210 on a 215 field? That good.
Ichiro's the best, man.
Show me Ichiro hitting a baseball.
262 hits is
It's absurd, yeah.
How are you getting there now?
Now,
no chance.
Could you find me Ichiro putting a party hat on a Fox?
That would be.
That's what.
Yeah, I mean, I was
any animal really
speculating that there might be a video out there of Ichiro.
This commercial is.
Hey Chris, check this out. Fastball low and outside. Want to see one high and tight?
Yeah, on the corner.
Set up on the corner.
That's pretty cool.
Want to see his curveball?
I've never seen this commercial.
His curveball. Just a bit outside.
Mariners baseball.
Wow.
My, oh my.
Huh. I've never seen that.
And the conceit of that commercial is that, can you imagine a Japanese guy who is a great hitter and pitcher?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah. I think it was just, can you imagine a Japanese guy? That was the punchline, right? That he wasn't American?
Yeah, that's
they got us.
Did Ichiro invent the
Yep.
the Japanese batting stance?
Probably not.
And when you watch, or is that who invented that? What's the story there? Can we get a 30 for 30 on that guy? Am I profiling?
Sadaharu O.
Am I profiling too much, or every Japanese baseball player, they have very still hands?
Yeah, big leg kick.
Yeah. And,
Well, Hideki Matsui did it, right?
I don't know.
They all kind of.
I picture when you watch the Little League World Series, all these 12-year-olds, they hit the exact same way. They're all left.
Can I see Sadaharu O hit a home run?
Name me a right-handed Japanese hitter that is not Seiya Suzuki.
Was Kazumatsui right-handed?
Was
Cecil Fielder.
Was Sammy Sosa Japanese?
They're all lefty and they all have that same stance that you're talking about.
There's Sadaharu O. Mm-hmm. Yep. Boom.
Smoked. Look at that wall. Oh.
That's pretty sweet. It's a good angle. I love good angles of home runs.
Yeah.
Angles are fun.
The Rajai
do that
Davis
again.
home
Do that.
run?
Sorry.
What's your favorite angle?
Kurt.
Yep.
Perk.
Okay. All right. There you go.
The angle of the Rajai Davis home run in Game 7 of the World Series against the Cubs. I know it probably broke your heart to watch, but
Well, it ended up all right.
Right. He hit it
at the moment. It was
kind of sucked.
Yeah.
He hit it directly at the cameraman that was down the left field line.
Yeah.
And the cameraman swung the camera and flung he sniped the ball coming by. He flicked the camera by him and the ball hit the crowd.
Is that the best baseball game you've ever seen?
Yes.
No, I think the Game 6 of the Rangers-Cardinals 2011. Remember when David Freese hit a triple to tie it in the ninth? And then
Was that when the Rangers had
Josh Hamilton?
What was like that was always the talking point about the Rangers until they won the World Series. It was like were they 1 out away or something?
Yeah, they were an out away.
Like 3 times, or was it?
I don't know if it was 3 times, but
they had a guy on third. I forget what
they had the lead going in the 9th.
What was the talking point that people would say to like illustrate how close the Rangers were? There was like something that was like, yeah, I forget.
They were probably down their last strike at a couple times.
Yeah, maybe it was like the last strike, like 3 different times. They were 1 strike away or something.
Because Freese did that, and then Hamilton like homered in extras, and they caught him again, and then Freese hit the game winner in the 11th or whatever. But the Game 7 for the Cubs and Indians way up there.
They were down to the last strike twice. The Rangers.
Maybe it's just that, yeah.
Close to winning.
That hurts. But they won it last year.
That does hurt, yeah. Then they won it last year.
I think the best baseball game that lasts, like, in my lifetime is the World Series Game 5, Dodgers-Astros.
Yeah, where they scored,
13, 12, in 10 innings. There was, 7 lead changes.
Yeah, awesome.
The Dodgers hit, 2 3-run home runs. No, the Astros hit 2 3-run home runs to tie it. Or was it the Dodgers?
I think they both hit 3-run home runs to tie. I was screaming at my TV, and I was depressed the Yankees weren't in it. I was like, I don't think my heart could handle this if I was watching this.
The Rangers this year, by the way, have had the quietest defending champion season, maybe in the history of sports.
They're officially they got eliminated the other night, right?
Mm-hmm. I didn't hear a single word about the
not a peep,
Rangers. Not a peep. Not even when things they got eliminated. And I didn't even hear that oh shit, the team that won the World Series isn't going to be in the playoffs this year.
DeGrom pitched last week.
Really? For what?
The Rangers.
For what? What was the point of him pitching?
Just prove he could.
Just
Connor Ball.
Silence the haters.
Yeah.
It has what else we got to figure out with baseball? Is the playoff picture set?
Just about. There's the AL wild card is getting a little messy with the central teams all kind of being right around the same number.
What seed is Mike Trout in the Los Angeles Angels?
They got eliminated.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Is it cool boy?
Well, they lost the best player in baseball. They would have made it if they had Ohtani.
Is it cool boy energy to say the pennant race is messy?
No.
Do people say things are messy? This is a messy peanut.
Muddy?
Muddy?
The waters are muddied. I don't even want to win the division,
Who would?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Winning the division's bad.
Yeah.
We all know this.
You're just going to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is true. If you're not the number 1 overall team in baseball, when you get swept in the first round of the playoffs, it's not as embarrassing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you're less likely to get swept.
Don't we have that thing last year where all the wild cards beat the ones that had the bye?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're like, this is a bad system. Yeah. So that could be in play.
Yeah.
So what they really should do, the real system should be all the teams that qualify for the playoffs are out. And then the next group gets in.
They should do the top
that's
4.
What we learned is the teams that are actually at the top aren't the best. It's like that middle tier. So skim it off the top.
Finish too good.
Yeah. You're obviously a fraud.
So we take the teams that finish from 5 to 8.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Where did the Cubs finish from? Just curious. Is that?
What else you got here, E?
I have something I want to talk to the people about.
You have an unboxing there, Connor?
I do, yeah.
Get that ready.
There also is, I guess, sad NFL breaking news. I sent it to the group.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can choose if you want to talk about it.
All right, you do.
Okay, first, before we bring the mood down, let's talk about how football season is here, and we can't wait to get out to some games with the help of Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Boy, we're so fucking fired up about football. There's just virtually nothing could sour my mood on football right now, Brandon. I'm so excited for football. You know how much we love Game Time as well. Now with their brand new Game Time Picks feature, they're making it even easier to get to a game. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Just pull up your chosen event and turn on GT Picks setting at the top of the screen or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage. Download the Game Time app today and use code MOSTLY to easily score great deals with the new Game Time Picks. What time is it? Game time. All right, football is football, man.
So Brett Favre has announced he has Parkinson's disease. That's not great, for being honest. Brett Favre announced he was recently diagnosed with Parkinson's disease while testifying in a House hearing on welfare reform.
Right. There's a lot to unpack.
Right. I'll just do it. why was Brett Favre at a hearing on welfare reform when the biggest news story of him the last 2 years was he owed several $100,000 of welfare money?
I believe it was about that. And
Okay.
he was saying that part of the reason was he invested in like a concussion drug, and the investment went bad, and now he needs money, and I don't know. So there's a lot to unpack in that sentence.
All right. But, okay, so he's Parkinson's. Well, that's unfortunate. What's in that box, Connor?
This comes from our buddy Jacob. For the family members out there, Blutman and I went to his wedding, Rachel and Jacob, out in North Dakota, and he sent this as a thank you, I suppose, for coming in. But there's a bunch of stuff in it.
Is that for us or for you?
I think it's for everybody.
All right.
So
well, we
pass
got
it
it
off to you guys.
Oh, you could just open it.
Just open it, Connor.
Yeah.
Open it
Yeah.
up. You're the one that went to the wedding.
Yeah, your family.
All right.
What we got there?
So the first thing is an Eagles Carson Wentz action figurine.
And you think this is for all of us?
From
This box.
Madden?
Oh, because they're
Oh wait,
he's North Dakota.
yeah,
Okay.
North Dakota State
But
He's a
product.
North Dakota
That's probably
State.
for
This
you,
is a
though.
North
There's
Dakota,
also
yeah.
a card in here that.
Yeah, go ahead and
That
read
checks
the
out. They
card.
probably love Carson Wentz up there.
Oh, this is awesome. I'll have to give this to Liam, but they have custom.
Oh, I
license
want that.
plates.
That one's mine.
Yeah.
That's me.
I'll take Connor.
That one's for me.
I'll take
That
Connor.
one's for me. Liam's for mine.
All right.
Yeah.
Liam's mine.
I'll take Connor. Oh! Why on earth did you throw it that hard?
I did not mean to throw that hard. I just whacked the TV. I'm sorry.
Did they spell Connor right?
They did.
Is that an issue you find with those?
Oh,
things?
absolutely. It's always ER.
I've never.
I spell it wrong all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thank you. This is to the Mostly Sports crew. Thank you so much for sending Connor and Liam to celebrate our special day with us. We wanted to send a few things in for the crew to say thanks.
Again, for the crew, it seems like it's aimed at.
No. There's something for you.
Well, don't tell me what.
Yeah,
it is.
I already got it. The
Yes.
Liam license
Thank you,
plate. That was
Jacob and Rachel. So Carson Wentz. This is massive.
Okay.
This is really cool.
Oh.
I see a Funko Pop.
Is that Larry Bird? Dibs.
So Larry Bird
Dibs.
Holy
basketball
shit.
Funko Pop.
Gigantic Funko
That is
Pop.
this is the
Big
biggest Funko Pop I've ever seen.
That's the biggest ones they make.
Oh my god.
That's fucking cool.
I mean, I love my
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
my confusion and I'll just say it, hatred, disdain, disgust for Funko Pops is greater than my love for Larry Bird. So I'm gonna let you have that one.
What's that book?
I don't understand.
Dibs.
This is Killing Time. Who Murdered Nicole Brown Simpson?
Well, you got to read that book.
Yeah, I'll take this.
That's awesome.
They said that this was for you, Brandon. This is a Minnesota Twins towel, so you can have it. They're your waffle
It's my
team.
40 waffle team.
Homer Hanky.
What is that?
Can we do a better name than Homer Hanky?
Bomba season?
Welcome to Bomba season.
Bomba season.
Homer a 2019 Homer Hanky?
That's one thing I learned from being in North Dakota, and I might have brought this up on the show. It's primarily Twins fans, and they can never watch the team because they don't get the television market, and so they have to like drive 7 hours to get to Minnesota. Or I don't know if it's 7. I might have exaggerated that, but it's a long time. So,
Was that it?
yeah.
Mark, you didn't. Here, take Larry Bird. You want Larry Bird? You can have Larry Bird. You don't like Funko Pops, but you like Larry Bird.
I don't know. I can't hide it. I don't understand Funko Pops. I've never understood
Well,
them.
I already have Funko Pops over here, so.
I don't get Funko Pops. I do have the Dale one, but it's not.
It's Dale.
It's Dale one, but it's also reasonable size Funko Pop. It's not gigantic.
The
biggest fucking Funko Pop on planet
The
Earth.
biggest possible Funko Pop.
How do we can make one of these? Like a
Funko Pop?
How did Funko Pops become famous?
Yeah.
What is it about that? Like they're not. Well, I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Do you want a Mark Titus Funko Pop?
That'd be great.
No, I don't. I want my own version of what Funko. I want to create.
You want to make money off of it.
I want to make money off the people out there that like go nuts for Beanie Babies and Funko Pops and shit.
Yeah.
It can't
But-
be that hard.
Collector market.
Yeah, that would be good. Thank you to Jacob and Rachel. They are the best. They are family, and they are the nicest people alive. So thank you.
Bobbleheads, I get bobbleheads because look at this. Look at this Joey Votto bobblehead.
Yeah.
One thing to notice about a bobblehead,
Yeah. What is it?
his head's shaking.
It bobbles.
It's like
Is that why they call it bobblehead?
I mean, that's funny.
Wait, do an impression of Joey Votto's bobblehead.
That's funny. That's funny.
Mark, I got good news for you. They got Funko Pop bobblehead.
Oh shit!
So now I'm back in.
You're back in.
If you're searching for the ultimate football headquarters, there's no shortage of college and professional football action at Twin Peaks. Score more all season at the #1 sports bar. Twin Peaks has home field advantage, always has home field advantage, with an unrivaled sports watching experience and unbeatable game day deals on all your favorites. Twin Peaks is known for its 29-degree draft beers and handcrafted cocktails. Explore the entire scratch-made menu, then run up the score with over 30 different styles of sauce and tossed wings, or from Twin Peaks' hand-stretched flatbread menu. Witness historic upsets on wall-to-wall TVs. Follow your fantasy players while watching the home team beat division rivals in prime time. Plus, once the games are over, you can take your team to overtime with late-night specials and handcrafted cocktails. No matter how or who you want to watch, Twin Peaks has all the games plus scenic views from every seat. Get your axe to lodge and score more all season at Twin Peaks. Eat, drink, scenic views. Twin Peaks. There's one.
Yeah. I have this one laying over there. I don't remember why someone sent this in.
Why did somebody send James Bond?
James Bond Funko Pop. What else we got? Reggie Bush is suing the Pac-12, USC.
Yeah, question. So Reggie Bush played in the 2000s. He couldn't get an NIL. Now they can get NIL, so he's suing for back NIL. Can I go back to the employer that employed me in 2005 at $8 an hour and say, you should have paid me $20 an hour, which is what you pay now?
I guess so, yeah. That seems to be the precedent.
But this isn't. He's not going to win anything. Like he's not the first. Braylon Edwards, was it? Denard Robinson
and Braylon Edwards.
They did it for Michigan athletes, so I assume this is going to crop up all over the country.
Yeah. Is it?
I would think so. If guys did it at Michigan, What are you thinking?
Is it?
How you want to spearhead this thing?
Perhaps I might have to fuck around and file a lawsuit.
I like devious, Mark Titus. Perhaps.
Seems like a good day to file a lawsuit.
Evil Mark.
Evil Mark.
Today seems like a good time to file a very frivolous, necessary lawsuit.
Yeah, that'll show him.
No, I think you're right. I think this is what.
This is silly, right?
It's pretty silly.
Yeah, I mean the sport has evolved. The sport is better now. The sport takes care of their athletes. I don't know that means people that
you're kind of right. Like if you applied this to like everything in the world, it'd just be
right.
It'd be crazy. It'd be the most exhausting thing ever.
Yeah, and I think this will be exhausting. Of course, it might win because the NCAA is powerless and toothless. So we'll see.
But where's this money going to come from if every single USC athlete sued USC for the money they're probably entitled to and back pay from what they could have made. You know what I mean? Like
so the problem
at that
is
point,
right now collectives of fans are funding the NIL for these schools. So would they sue and get the collectives to give them money? Because that would be
maybe that's it.
Backwards.
Yeah. I don't know. I know these schools have like shit tons of money, but yeah. If every single athlete was like, I need $10 million.
Could somebody from the 1930s be like, you didn't pay me anything?
Yeah, the whole reason you have television contracts is because like we built the foundation.
What about Paul Hornung?
Yeah. What about fucking Paul Hornung? What about like fucking like Jim Thorpe?
What about Bronco Nagurski?
Oh, what about Y.A. Tittle? What about that guy? Huh?
It's a shame we didn't live in Y.A. Tittle's time.
What about fucking
Hey Tittle.
Hey Tittle.
Tittle.
What about fucking
I think Tittle had a hot mind. You think Tittle's tits or
titillating?
All right.
Titillating tittle tits. All right, I think that might be it. That might be the show. You guys got anything else? Speak now.
Or just speak tomorrow.
Or speak tomorrow. I like that.
I'll save it.
Okay.
I got something, but I'll save it.
What fit you wearing tomorrow?
Tune in to find out.
Shit.
Connor, what's the are you wearing a jersey? Are you wearing a
jersey?
This is a Roy Halladay jersey from
what's
2011.
Don't say Roy Halladay to make us feel bad.
Well, it's the last time I had this. The last time that the Phillies won an NL East championship.
You made that sad.
Got it.
And Phillies are NL East champions for the first time.
I said forget about it, huh?
Forget about it, cuh. I sent that into the group this morning because there was a great meme online of people making fun of Joe Burrow with that. Yeah. Forget about it, cuh.
So that's your NL East clinching jersey.
Correct.
Day after it got it. Yeah, I should know that. I should have.
Has his tradition.
Yeah, that's the tradition. I should.
Let your man go, huh?
Drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
Drop it, hell. I want to hear about this, homie.
I said forget about it, cuz.
That's good shit.
Joe
All right.
Burrow after being asked how you got outplayed.
Goodbye, everybody.
That's how ball is done.